if you are anywhere in the world right now or today or this week and you're near a beach, grab some sand and see if sand isn't all the same everywhere. Some sand's lighter, some sand's darker, but it's all sand. Anywhere, there's hundreds of them, maybe thousands, tens of thousands. I don't know how many beaches around the world, maybe hundreds of thousands, maybe more. And it's all the same. So what happened yesterday is that we decided to go for a walk on a different beach, Punta Carnero beach, you know, the one you can't swim in. I just thought I would explain why I have to put olive oil on my feet. We had to scrub our feet with Ajax yesterday because there was some sort of an oil slick. And we had like black tar stuck all over our feet. And on top of that, I got stung by a, I don't know, this is the second time I've been stung at Punta Carnero on my toes. There's a big boil on it. Should I show it?
Yeah.
There it is. You see it right there?
It's a big boil right next to a bunch of tar stain.
Yeah, and then so I got stung, plus I got a bunch of tar all stuck on my feet, and so I had to scrub my feet with Ajax, and it dried them out. So I gotta put this olive oil on them. And yeah, my sandals are full of tar. I have to scrub my sandals too. Yes. I feel like I've got a little spring in my step this morning since I oiled my feet. Just kidding. No, since I had 8 hours sleep. Let's see if the tide's in. I do enjoy coming a little earlier. There's less crowds. I feel like the lack of elevation makes me not want to walk as fast. It's like we've got this habitual fast walk. And here it's like, why am I walking so fast? It seems like we should be strolling the beach. I'm on the beach. Am I not supposed to be strolling and picking up like seashells and stuff? We're in the elbow, heading towards Chipipe. I don't know if y'all remember that song. I don't know. I think it came out in the 80s. It was like, la 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 la, live for today. You remember that, hon?
Yes.
La 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 la, live for today. Yeah? Yeah, somebody was talking about how they've added up all the time they spent paying just for their insurance costs. They've racked up all the time. It adds up to like a year of their life. The amount of time that he spent working just to pay for institutional insurance. The idea behind that is that there's several ideas. Well, one is that you're displacing risk, which is debatable. Well, everything's potentially debatable, but I think the idea is that it's common for man to want to remove fear from their life, and that's what risk is. It's fear, isn't it? And so it's appealing to human nature to want to remove fear/risk. and then you just drop the fear part off and just call it risk. And then they mandate it in law, which is a whole other subject. Everybody must do this. Kind of like Nebuchadnezzar, you know, everybody must. Yeah. At least here we have the option of public transportation, which is, I love it. I love being free to not have to have the burdens. I mean, I love private transportation, the convenience of it and the comfort. No question about that. That's something that North Americans pioneered, that everyone can have their own private transportation. That was an amazing idea, starting with Henry Ford, yes. And initially only the very wealthy could even afford a car. But this thing that appeals to our sense of wanting to remove a fear from our lives and displace risk by paying for it to an entity. The problem with that is that life is a risk. I don't know if you guys remember that movie. You get cut on a can of tuna and you die. If it doesn't wash up on the beach, we don't need it. It's an old movie. It was a satire on the dropout, Mosquito Coast. That's what that was. And religion and all that. It preys on our human need to remove fear from our lives, but in so doing, we give up our lives, don't we? Because we give up our present time. La 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 la, live for today. I mean, how do you know? You could be sitting here spending all this time displacing risk/fear and then get cut on a can of tuna and die.
Honey, you better be careful. People are gonna think you're angry today.
Ow. No, man, I got oil on my feet today. I'm good. It's just thoughts. Thoughts to think about. I really think that anybody that really sets their mind to it, is determined to do so, can live on $1,000 anywhere in South America. Why did I say anywhere in South America? Any country. I mean, yeah, you're not going to be able to do it here. You're not going to get that. Well, hey, that brings me the pitch that we saw.
You never know.
Well, the pitch we saw a few months ago about South America being the new South and being able to live a beachfront lifestyle on $1,000 a month. What hoopla is that?
Where
what a
is
bunch
that?
of hoopla. I don't know why people...
Where, in the earthquake zone?
With the earthquake zone? Well, no, before the earthquake you couldn't do that there either. I mean, people are paying like $800-900 for beachfront condos.
What are people renting? A studio apartment without windows on the bottom floor?
Yeah, you can't live beachfront for $1,000. I mean, you can pay your rent. You can pay your rent, and not for long either. The rents are going above $1,000 here, especially in tourist season, high seasons. No, it's a total misleading loss leader. You know how stores will advertise an item below their cost, right? Just to get traffic, because they know once you get in there, you're going to buy other things. Some of the people will. La 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 la, live for today.